Welcome to Just 2020. Welcome to my basement. Eek, it's a mess. I admit it. That's why Just 2020 got invented, right? I gotta get my shit together. So I'm here to help you get your shit together. Right? So, how's it going? Happy New Year. Are you following through with those New Year's resolutions yet? Are you failing drastically and miserably and wishing you hadn't said anything? Don't be lying to yourself. Don't be lying to other people. The New Year's resolution is not meant to be a great lie that you tell people, no, don't do that. If you knew you weren't going to do it, don't say it. And if you thought you were going to do it and it didn't work out, think about why. Did you go too big? Did you go overboard? Did you make a mistake and think you were going to do something that totally wasn't for you? That's okay. You know, you can be like that. It's okay. You're allowed. Or did you just make it way too big, way too hard on yourself? And if you didn't do it perfectly, then it's not good enough. Well, that's not how it needs to be. You can reinvent that little or big New Year's resolution and give yourself another chance. You know, I'm saying you know way too much, and that's one of the things I've got to stop doing. As you can see by my big mess, I'm finding the messages in my mess, and I'm going to be sharing how the tips and tricks and tools and the mental and emotional thoughts and patterns and problems and habits that go along with that. I need to get more exercise. Not because I'm worried about my shape and how perfect and wonderful I'll look for Instagram. Although I think I may look fantastic on Instagram. What do you think? Gotta learn it. Hey, gotta share. Check me out there. Woohoo! Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on podcasts. Check me out on just2020.com on WordPress. Check me out. Or you can also comment and share and like and tell me what you've got going on and see how good you're doing or how you're struggling, and get some support and information and motivation from other people. If you're doing awesome at it, go for it. Take that Instagram picture or video or that YouTube and hashtag just 2020 and show how you are proud of what you're doing, because you're allowed to be proud of making good choices and doing good things and changes. And I'd like you to share both good and bad, the struggles and the wins for 2019, so that we can share and support each other and help each other and learn. So hashtag just 2020, GYST 2020. Hashtag baby, woo! I don't know how that works for all things, but, mention in the comments, share it with somebody who you think needs a little bit of inspiration, and hopefully we can work together and help each other. If you want to see something or learn something or tell me something, I'm open to it. Please. So today is probably the day where most people have given up on those New Year's resolutions, though. They said less than a week. More than a week. How long has it been? Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah, it's been a week. So the weekend was already the time that most people give up. A few days in on the weekend, or the first Monday that you really said you were going to get down to it. Because nobody likes Mondays. And I'm probably not going to share this with you until a different day than Monday. So, anyways. So, did you say you're going to drink more water? Yeah, drinking. You don't need to have a boatload or go overboard or have this huge scale of changes. You can reinvent that and say, I'm going to take a step towards that goal. And maybe as you keep doing that step and then add a few more, or just stick with that, you can say that I still did, at the end of the year, I still did something towards that big New Year's resolution. So I didn't totally fail. And even if you didn't follow through or you realized it wasn't for you, then it doesn't mean it's a fail. It just means that maybe it wasn't for you, or you weren't specific enough. You went to big, general, popular demand, or you kind of just said a big, feel-good phrase of happily ever after that kind of was wishy-washy, and you didn't really stick it to you. So, my tip for going through and doing exercise is be honest with yourself and say what days I'm going to do this. I'm going to schedule this in. I'm not going to go overboard and crazy. I'm going to be realistic. And I'm going to think about what's going to stop me from doing this and do preventative measures. I'm going to think about what I need to help me do this. And maybe I can make this a little less painful by combining it with doing things you like. Some people listen to music for motivation. Some people take that selfie every time. And, some other people get sick of that, but it's good to support and promote as well. Just don't be full of yourself too much. But be proud. Hey, go ahead and share. Hashtag me. Go for it. Hashtag just 2020. GYST 2020. You can listen to podcasts if you have to study. You can actually record your own podcast on your phone and not publish it. Just listen to it yourself and learn and practice while you're getting that exercise. You can watch YouTube while you're exercising, or TV, or you can play those video games. Hey, you can check out, there's a lot of electronics that will fit on a lot of these or are already combined into them. And if you're like me, I just went cheapy, old, used. So if you bought a pile of exercise equipment and it didn't work out for your last year's New Year's resolution, make this year's New Year's resolution be to get rid of it. Sell it. Say, bye-bye, junk. I don't need you. Sell it. Get her gone. Make some money back. And get rid of that guilt. You can tell yourself off a little bit, but get rid of that guilt that you didn't follow through totally. And pick something that will work for you. I had 4 different things that I used to use until I got injured, and then I had chronic pain, and none of them worked anymore. And that was a bummer. And I had just gotten onto behaving and getting some exercise, and doing some of it. So it was really heartbreaking at the time. And it's been a long time since then. I found that just going for a good walk in the sunshine and the fresh air was wonderful. Made me feel a whole lot better emotionally, mentally. I could, work through that stress or that struggle or that frustration. I was keeping and strengthening muscles in my mind and in my body that would help me from being further injured, and I wasn't going crazy overboard to hurt myself, and I didn't have to go big overboard. I was noticing the benefits of just going for a good walk. And when it's not a nice day out and it's crappy, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to be out there. It's cold. I hate it. It's winter. I've had a few nice days this year, so I went out for a little walk. But today was sleet and rain and slush and snow and crappy, gross, brrr. I hate cold. Some people love the cold and they hate the heat. So for me, this little gadget, the treadmill, is awesome. I have a exercise inducing watch that keeps track of things for me and tells me when I'm eating, sleeping better. I have it in my phone that I can track my eating. There are programs that you can track your moods. There are programs that you can track your activity. So I track my sleeping and my activity, and I haven't jumped on the scale yet this year, but my clothes are fitting, so I think I'm okay. I just want to get healthier and not be so sore, and just going for this 5-minute walk on my treadmill. I'm not a runner. I ain't never gonna be a runner. If you see me running, you better run too, because somebody's going to get us. Run, Forrest, run. Yeah, no. Or I'm trying to save your kid, from getting run over by the car, because that's the only reason I'm gonna be running. Let's be honest anymore. Since my injury, I was never pretty running before, and I was never an endurance or fast. So now I wish I could be a great runner, because I know I'm the extreme opposite. So I had a procedure that actually stopped me from my walking and exercise this summer. So I'm starting all over. That's 6 months ago. Yeah. So I'm starting at square one. I have the mental and emotional and physical background that I've done pretty good. I decided at 12 years old that I was not going to be, unhealthy and obese, and big is beautiful. I'm not against that. Skinny can be a word that can be hurtful too, remember. There are very thin people who are very unhealthy and unattractive, and there are very large people that are very healthy and attractive, but you have to find what's right for you and be healthy and feel attractive and feel beautiful on the inside and outside, and have a beautiful mentality too in this beautiful world. See the beauty of the world and be grateful. Okay, so today my plan is to be reading. I'm working on Josephine's next book. Little plug here, I know. But I'm working on her next book, doing some of the editing, helping her out. She helps me out by teaching me technology. I have a whole page devoted to her work. She's an amazing author. And I also have a video that I did about my side hustles and learning new things and trading things back and forth. So she's taught me a lot of technology, but obviously I still have a lot to learn. And I used to, I'm over the Christmas holidays, I didn't really motivate her to eat healthy, but I think we kind of just jumped off that bandwagon, fell off and said, okay, we're done, do all our bad stuff for the end of the year, and we're starting clean this year. So it's good to motivate each other. It's good to work together on stuff. And I have her new work, and I can work on it while I'm walking. I have no idea if you can read a book while you're running. I have read books. I can shove it in here and read. I have done that while I'm walking, and time just flies by. It's great. So if you would love to just sit down and cuddle up with a book, go for it. That's self-care and help too. Takes your mind off of all the stress of your life and all the baloney. I recommend her book. Hey, read it, yeah. She's got 3 of them actually. Number 4 is coming out soon. But, just realize that you can combine something that you're kind of drudging but is good for you, and combine it with something that you love doing. Listening to stuff, reading stuff. I think you can probably play games on here too. You don't have to have your hands all going crazy. I'm just walking on here. I'm just starting out. As I get going, maybe I'll keep motivated and I won't need that, or I'll switch up. Sometimes I listen to podcasts, I say, way too much. So forgive me, please. And, make sure you have your water nearby. And hey, I found Beanie's ball. So if you want to see fun little stuff from Beanie, check it out. I'll be posting some of those cutesy things too. And Beanie is actually Josephine's dog. So she left that here when she was visiting. Poor Beanie, didn't take your ball with her. But now they're in Arizona, so I don't think she's getting it back anytime soon. Maybe a few months. But it'll be alright. And I'm going to get my exercise. And we're going to get going here. And I hope you have a great day and realize that you can have a great life too. And I'm sorry that noise in the background. I had turned off the one, but apparently the other is still working. So I gotta go get that. Oh, it stopped. Yay. That was my sump pump. You're in my basement. Yeah, sorry. I've also got a lot of things to learn. So don't be afraid that you don't know everything before you start your New Year's resolution or your new choice. You can learn as you go. You can start out small. You don't have to go big public like I did, but that kind of motivates me to keep going. And the mess here is motivating me to get going because for me, I'm somebody who has the mentality of hiding things and I want it to look all perfect, but don't open the doors because it's a big mess usually, and I've got to work on that because that's part of me of I want to present this perfect, wonderful me to the world and hide all of my little problems inside too. So that's why I have therapy. And I have videos up that were helpful in that way too if you can't afford therapy. Pardon me. If you can't afford therapy or haven't found somebody that is helpful to you, or you just can't travel or haven't figured out what's going to work or what issues are or what's wrong, and maybe just you're feeling something's wrong and you don't know what it is. Ooh, that moves. So there's help here too. So you can comment as to what you need, what you like, what you're working on. Just 2020 hashtag or hashtag just 2020 on Instagram, and I don't know if YouTube does that too. And you can, share your struggles, share your wins, motivate other people. Look there for motivation. Look here for motivation. Listen to my podcast for motivation. Look at my Just 2020 WordPress, just2020.com website for maybe not all the answers, but some insight and some help and some tips and tricks and insight and answers. And share yours. Hey, I'm open to learning. I need to learn. I still got lots to learn. And I would love to share this journey with you. So join me for more videos. If you think I talk too much, then hopefully I can do little Instagrams that are shorter and more to the point. And maybe we'll get it figured out. Let's work on this together. Happy Just 2020. Let's get your shit together in 29 so we can have the life we want. Because it's possible.